they had the West Coast got away with 5 minutes to go. You thought game all over, and they were able to fight back and almost snatch it.
Is there a little bit of nervous tension around Subiaco? You bet there is. Kirk, everyone knows and respects what the Swans can do, and they're doing it right now. They're not giving in. There's one-on-one opportunities. There's Jones being courageous. There's O'Keefe going in to break it clear, but there's also backup, and it's Ben Cousins, that is. Handball for Pritis. Poor kick, not his strength. The ball out to the wing. Now Jolly, path cleared for him. Matthews, clever kick, opens it up for Dempster. They're coming again. Doesn't go deep, instead going short for Jude Bolton. Wanted to release the handball. No 50.
He's got to get in now.
O'Keefe's down there one-on-one with Jones. He's going to go to him. O'Keefe with the double whack. Proppy, hang on for dear life, and almost. Did he control it? Did he get enough bite on it? No, obviously, according to the umpire. And again, the Eagles go for the safety of the boundary line. And it's not quite over, and Glass forced almost to kick, and now the boundary umpire somewhat belatedly decides that it was out of bounds.
I reckon that was a mark.
Here's that mark on. Hey? It's stuck for me. There it is. Oh, that's
pretty clean grab.
Stuck.
Wow, I reckon that's a mark.
This is stirring stuff from Sydney. We had all given up on this game.
No, Vossi and I hadn't.
You blokes started it.
Jeez, my shoulders are heavy.
9 minutes left. 4 goals in it. Kirk lurking. Davis. McVeigh. They've got another one. 3 goals in it.
They did get 6.5, 7 goals in front, didn't they? Oh, this isn't the game I'm at. Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
Well, we have 9 minutes to go.
Let's have a look here. Chris Judd back in the middle. Hanson back on. But John Worsfold, last roll of the dice.
We know that John Worsfold is taking this threat very seriously. Chris Judd just back on the ground, and Blighty.
Cousins, Kerr and Judd all in the middle of the ground with Cox. Would that be the 4?
The threat is real. The A-team in the middle, the margin A-team. Let's see whether it's the Swans or Judd and his Eagle mates who can get the surge out of the middle. No surprise that neither of them can.
I want to know who Mr. T is in that A-team.
No, I can't answer that one. But they love it when a plan comes together, that's for sure. This is Glass.
Beautifully done.
Shoveling it back for Cousins, and now there's some options opening up for the Eagles. Braun's running to the wing if Embley wants to oblige. He doesn't, because no one was coming at him. Now Braun is the protector. Not such a great handball for Cox. Even his dexterity couldn't get down there. It might end up okay, though, for the West Coast Eagles. Still 8.5 minutes for the Eagles to negotiate. Embley trying a bit of Norm Smith stuff. And it still might come off. Pritis for Braun. Beats them all off. Gets it forward. Desperate spoil from Dempster. LeCras applies the tackle on Bevan. There's Kirk and Bolton collaborating. And they're out of defence. Or are they? Cousins almost fell onto the back of McVeigh. Good strong stuff from Waters. Allows Hearn, and now Cousins. They are on the retreat. Just on the back foot slightly here, the Eagles. We keep saying they just need one more. We've said it about 4 or 5 times.
Interesting. The 4 that we've called in the middle of the ground have all got to touch this quarter.
Kerr's got it now. The play on. Goes for Lynch, but it was easily chopped off. He just didn't go on with taking the mark down there, Bevan. Now Goods has to get rid of it cleanly. He does. Well, advantage paid. And can the Swans break? Schneider thinks they can.
And he backs himself. He waits for the right moment. There wasn't really a right moment. There was no one to go to. Glass, Kerr. Chick giving it off to Cousins for disposal number 34. And he goes to Lynch. 7 minutes left. Swans 3 goals down, but raising a mighty effort in this final term. Lynch goes for territory. Plenty of Swans defenders in front, but on ground level, Lacroix just didn't get the curl on the kick. He has not been able to hit the target.
Could that be the point, though, you've been talking about all night?
Yeah, they kicked 3 goals now, Sydney, and there's a point in it.
The 3-goal rule, Tim. What would happen?
Exactly. It's never been more valid.
Isn't it amazing with Sydney? You never get a chance to relax with them. You think this game's all over, and all of a sudden the intensity's gone up again.
Judd's had 7 possessions in this last quarter, and Cousins 8 for a total of 34. Well, the Swans can't afford too much time to be eroded. They'll know that. Rolling the dice on Jolly versus Cox. No free kick. Cousins still with an insatiable appetite for the ball. Prentice. Goods with the spoil. No, he went the mark. Fair enough. Kerr. Bolton. Wouldn't let him loose. Chris Judd. Will he have the final say? Oh, beautifully placed. Not quite, though, for Selwood. It's not over yet. Hurried kick from Braun, not bad, but
good scramble by Sydney.
Well done from Bolton to hold them at bay as we get ready to enter the last 5 minutes. It's 19. It's still a big mountain to climb for the Swans.
Beautiful description, Vossi. It was. They were against it, weren't they? It just looked certain that the Eagles would crack them there, but they held together. Here's O'Keefe, but they're onto him. Umpire lets it go. Good call. Now Embley finding it with Rowan Jones. McVeigh, who kicked the last goal in this run from Sydney. But the Eagles are stalling it now. They've taken the momentum out of the Swans. And it's going to be hard for Sydney, but you just can't count them out. Jolly did well there. Goods lifting. The Eagles are lifting their work rate too. Time enough. More than 5 minutes, 3 goals needed. Cousins, 35 disposals. It's been a stunning performance. There might be a twist in the tail of it yet.
And while Cousins and Judd and Kerr have been busy in this last term, Adam Goods has only had 1 possession for the Sydney Swans. So he'd love to have a say. The big man had to be careful there. Malcheski just blasts away, hoping for a mark. Would have come from an unlikely source in Richards. This is O'Loughlin around the corner. Around the corner. But just to the wrong side. And it's 3 even goals. And the 3-goal rule now would mean a draw.
It couldn't happen, could it? Well, everyone's getting a bit jittery. Cousins, disposal 36, has earned the hard way. But in the end, it was a good one.
Is he going to win the LCD tonight?
It'd be a Bravia man who didn't give it to him. As Rosa kicks towards Cox. A good target. Waiting down, Kirk playing a terrific last quarter. He truly is the Lionheart. The pulse of the Sydney team, but what about this man? Cousins to Waters. That's untidy, dangerous. Stenglein gets it back though. Braun leads Matthews to it. Collects with nice clean hands. And then holds things up. Stenglein, shocking kick. Letting in Fosdyke. Fumble by Schneider. Cousins, Braun, Kerr, Embley, Waters. The Eagles hold up. Lynch. Good effort, Craig Bolton. Down to Schmidt. Back to Bolton. Swans will build again.
They are out on their feet. They all are. It's 5-on-1 here. And they are still giving it everything they can. Fosdyke and Embley see it over. Surely the tension which they've felt for the last 5 minutes might just be easing now for these Eagles fans. Cox, Fosdyke, Chick knows what the umpire wanted him. Kerr gets the 360 treatment. Fosdyke gives them another go. Goods, we said he hasn't had big touch in this last quarter, but that one has helped produce another goal. It's not over yet. Back to 2 goals. Snyder kicks Sydney's 15th.
Oh, unbelievable. Fosdyke's effort on the wing was sensational. He just threw his body at it. And then Adam Goodes just provided the contest that brought it to ground level. And front and square, perfect football.
Darren Glass claiming it was touched. Are we witnessing football impossibility?
Adam Goodes gone forward. Hasn't had much impact in this last quarter, has been stated, but could be the X factor required.
The magic lives. The Swans are alive. They're coming. Kirk, Jolly, here they go again. O'Loughlin just couldn't get to the drop. The Eagles with the numbers, and they'll get a free kick. Braun was pushed in the back.
There's lots of things said about defensive mechanisms, and John Worsfold had, there's that touch from Glass, so probably was a right call.
Yes, Darren Glass protested that he'd touched the ball off Schneider's boot. It wasn't picked up. The goal counted. The margin 12 points.
Yeah, guys, get out.
More than 29 minutes gone.
What's the yards? What's the yards?
The Swans with barely time now. So many stories tonight. Ben Cousins, the biggest of them, is lurking near the fall of the ball, but Jolly gets it away to Fosdyke. Throw in. Cousins has had 38 disposals. His career high, 39. An extraordinary achievement on this comeback night.
Has been some long quarters, or at least one of them. And there's been 9 goals scored in this term, so maybe there is time. Judd, Bevan and LeCras, it's important one-on-one. Bevan went to ground. Hanson's there. Jones surging. LeCras doesn't go for goal. Lynch, almost. Still time here for Bolton. Jones was there. McVeigh, little skit, can't afford to concede the behind. Surely he knows that. He did, had his wits about him. And the Swans need to just bolt. They've got to go for dear life. Grundy, couple of bounces. Unlikely man to be carrying it and surging out of defence. They're going the long way home. This is Fosdyke. Spent more time on the ground than usual tonight. All hands on deck to half forward. From behind, Selwood somehow gets it away from the dangerous O'Keefe. Kerr with one of those long and familiar penetrating handballs. Judd, the Eagles have the answers for the moment. Lynch with Hanson a target. He just adapted the kick very nicely. LeCras one-on-one with Bevan inside 50 if he decides to give him the chance. Instead, he's going to roll the clock down as far as he can. And go for Rosa instead.
Pretty cool stuff here from the Eagles. They've actually controlled this last minute and a half when it looked really dangerous.
Well, one more score would certainly finish them off. And Rosa taking his time. And then the umpire's patience ran out. Back for Kerr. Now Sydney should know that they have to get man on man here. It's pretty obvious stuff. And it does usually take a minute or so for the defensive team to do it. Swans, of course, are never too far away from their
always certain he was going to call play on then.
Well, the umpire's on the job. This is Kerr to try and find a way through. Hunter from behind made the likely leap. This is Judd. Not even he could find the way to goal, but the Eagles lead by 2.
The Swans without Hall and Kennelly when the game began have been heroic. It mightn't be enough though. The Eagles by 12 points. Still the Swans battle away. McVeigh working it forward. Jude Bolton head over the ball. Tremendous courage. McVeigh kept coming. Richards, Craig Bolton. Here they go again. Bevan for Sydney. Can someone take a mark? Unlikely. Schneider was there lurking if it fell for him. Waters goes for safety. Chick covers it. The Eagles win, but it's another classic. And Ben Cousins' comeback will be remembered as long as football is played in the West.